Dear Director, ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, it is with great honor and a sense of profound responsibility that I stand before you today at this major event, Europe United Against Old and New Pandemics, on behalf of Minister Willy Borsu, Vice President of the Walloon Government. I believe we are not just gathering for another event. We are building a united front in the face of one of the greatest challenges of our time. The threat of old and new pandemics casts a significant shadow over our world. From the historical curses that have scared humanity for centuries to the emerging crisis of our modern age, the impact of infectious diseases knows no boundaries. They transcend borders and cultures, reminding us of our common vulnerability as human beings on this planet. Yet, in the face of adversity, we find hope in our shared capacity for innovation and collaboration. The research and innovation sector is a great example of this statement. It is here and at the intersection of knowledge and imagination that we discover the tools to confront and overcome the challenges before us. The role of research in the fight against pandemics cannot be overstated. It is the force driving our understanding of the diseases that threaten us. Research leads to the development of life-saving treatments and vaccines, and the implementation of effective public health measures. With their strong dedication and unstoppable pursuit of knowledge, researchers across Europe and beyond have led the way forward in our fight against infectious diseases. But research alone is not enough. It must be coupled with innovation, the transformative force that turns ideas into action, concept into reality. Innovation allows us to translate scientific discoveries into tangible solutions, from novel diagnostic tools to cutting-edge therapies. It is the spark that lights up progress and propels us forward on our journey towards a safer, healthier future. Crucially, none of this can be achieved in isolation. That fight against pandemics requires cooperation, coordination, and solidarity on a global scale. In Europe, we are fortunate to have built a framework of partnerships and alliances that transcend national borders and unite us in our common cause. We can count on collaborative research initiatives, joint investment in infrastructure, data sharing platforms, and perhaps soon, an ever-home clinical trial network. These partnerships are the lifeblood of our collective efforts for the benefit of European citizens and industry. Today, as we stand together in solidarity, let's reaffirm our commitment to these partnerships and to the values that underpin them: inclusivity, transparency, and mutual support. Let's recognize that the challenges we face are complex and diverse, requiring a diversity of perspectives and expertise to address effectively. Above all, let's never forget that pandemics do not discriminate. They do not respect borders or cultures. In the face of such a dangerous adversary, our only solution is unity. Unity of purpose, unity of action, and unity of spirit. As we embark on the journey together. Let's remember that we are not alone. Across Europe and around the world, countless individuals from various sectors are working tirelessly to fight and threats of pandemics and safeguard the health and well-being of future generations. From Belgium, Europe sends lots of vaccines worldwide, making it a top player in biotech globally. This success comes from years of investing in research, creating networks that link industry leaders, academics, and others. The sector creates many jobs and gets lots of research and development money. Belgian medicines are a big part of the region's exports. Belgium also speeds up approving clinical trials, which is one reason it is so competitive. We are proud to rank second in Europe for clinical trials per person. However, the strong position of Belgium and Europe in biopharma is not guaranteed in the future, and it's very positive that Europe is now coming up with its own initiative to boost biomanufacturing in Europe and support clinical trial network. Together we have the power to shape our collective destiny, to build a world where the shadow of pandemics no longer stands over our lives. Let's seize this opportunity with courage and determination, knowing that the road ahead may be filled with challenges, but also with great potential. In closing, let's remember the words of solidarity that have inspired generations in times of difficulties. United we stand, divided we fall. Together, let's stand united against old and new pandemics, united in our resolve, united in our humanity. I said, thank you very much.
Good morning to everybody, and thank you so much to the Belgian presidency for organizing today's conference on pandemic research in such a great location, and in particular to organize such great weather for us as well. So I am thrilled to see such a diverse and knowledgeable group of people gathered here today. And I'm very much looking forward to the discussions throughout this event. One of the first pandemics we know of happened between the years 165 and 180 AD. It was caused by the Antonine plague, a variola virus that spread from the current Iraq through the entire Roman Empire up to Western Germany with an estimated 5 million deaths. Fast forward into the more recent past, there has been multiple plague and influenza pandemics. Today, at least 4 pandemics are considered ongoing: the COVID-19 pandemic, the 7th cholera pandemic, the HIV/AIDS pandemic, and the AMR pandemic. And then I don't even mention the large epidemics like Ebola in the West Africa or Zika in Latin America, which are also fresh in our minds, and the Mpox that is currently ongoing in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The reality is that pandemics are more likely to occur than before because of climate change and the increased land use by human populations and the increased animal-to-human contacts. The impact of a pandemic affects all levels of our society. A pandemic impacts human health and healthcare systems, but also has important social, economic, and political impacts. With each big epidemic, or with each pandemic, we learn lessons and we invest in improving our preparedness and our response to those. The role of research is central and cannot be overestimated. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the EU-funded research was instrumental in advancing our understanding of the virus, developing diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines, and informing public health policies. The COVID-19 vaccines didn't come out of the blue. They were based on year-long research investments before that, such as for the mRNA technology. And the Horizon 2020 framework program funding was first to be mobilized at the very, very early stages of the pandemic. One key lesson keeps coming back also for research and innovation, and that is the importance of working together. As European Commission, we are committed to continue joining efforts with the Member States for research and innovation to play its central and necessary role in preparedness and response initiatives. And the European partnership in Horizon Europe are a key tool for this. The Horizon Europe partnerships brings together the European Commission and private and/or public partners to address some of Europe's most pressing challenges through concerted research and innovation initiatives. They are a key implementation tool of Horizon Europe and contribute significantly to achieving the EU's political priorities. By bringing private and public partners together, European partnerships help to avoid the duplication of investments and contribute to reducing the fragmentation of research and innovation landscape in the EU. And I'm very happy to say that our partnership with the pharmaceutical industry has contributed to bring forward one of the few new antimicrobials coming to the market in Europe in recent years. And to continue with AMR, in January 2022, the Lancet paper referred to the overlooked pandemics of antimicrobial resistance, which continues in the shadows. The strong political commitment to tackling AMR is illustrated by the second European One Health Action Plan against AMR from 2017, and the Council recommendation from 2023 to strengthen the European Union's response against antimicrobial resistance. Preparations are ongoing for a European One Health AMR partnership to be launched in 2025 with a foreseen EC contribution of 100 million. This partnership will contribute to reducing the burden of AMR, which is an extended integrative program by breaking silos, boosting interdisciplinary One Health research and innovation, and also develop solutions and the evidence base to understand, prevent, and treat AMR. We will hear more about this later today. Zooming in on pandemic-prone viruses like influenza or SARS-CoV-2, the fragmented clinical research response observed in the COVID-19 pandemic was the direct trigger for initiating a partnership on pandemic preparedness. We will hear later from the Be Ready project, which is preparing for this. One of the key pillars of this partnership will be to ensure the continuous baseline activity of clinical research for both observational and interventional clinical studies. This will consolidate and expand the extraordinary capacity we have in Europe to do clinical research. It will make us ready to react faster and in a coordinated manner, and it will make sure we do this at scale through multinational European studies. The Pandemic Preparedness Partnership is a fantastic opportunity to galvanize member states' efforts for implementing and funding such large clinical trial networks. Both these partnerships that I have mentioned include an important emphasis of the One Health approach to tackle AMR and to be better prepared for infectious diseases with pandemic potential. Research and innovation is key to support the implementation of this One Health approach. It must integrate the knowledge, data, and expertise across a wide range of disciplines. It should bring together the sectors and actors and to attain optimal health outcomes that account for the inextricable link between health of humans, animals, plants, and our shared environment. Infectious diseases and AMR do not know any country borders. Therefore, the EU does not take those actions in isolation. International collaboration is essential. The Global Health EDCTP3 joint undertaking is the African and European Research Partnership on Infectious Diseases. This partnership exists for 20 years and has shown the value in joining forces. The impact of this partnership was recently nicely illustrated by EDCTP's contribution to development of the world's first malaria vaccines. Other collaborations, such as GLOPIDAR, the network of research funders across the world, CEPI, and also CEPI, which has received 276 million euros in EU funding since 2019, or the World Health Organization. All these aspects will be discussed in the 2 days of this presidency conference. And to discuss the way forward is very timely, with a new commission coming in by the end of this year. As we continue to address the challenges posed by COVID-19 and prepare for future health crises, EU-funded research will remain indispensable. By building on the lessons learned and leveraging the expertise within our research community, we can better prepare ourselves to address future challenges. In conclusion, I would like to once again thank the presidency and all of you for your dedication to advancing pandemic research. And I'm confident that the discussions in these 2 coming days will be both enlightening and inspiring, and I look forward to the valuable insights in what will emerge. Thank you.